Hi, I'm Craig. Welcome back to FoxCast, and this is your quick catch-up on what's new at FoxESS. Today, we're covering smart tariffs, firmware updates, battery expansion, and some improvements to the Fox Cloud. So let's get straight into it. So first up, our Octopus Intelligent Flux integration is now live. This is a big step forward in how FoxESS systems can work with smart tariffs and grid flexibility. In simple terms, Fox systems can now properly integrate with Octopus Intelligent Flux, allowing batteries to charge and discharge in a way that supports the grid and rewards the customer for doing so. From an installer point of view, this makes the Fox plus Octopus combo even more compelling. It's another solid option when customers are asking about time of use tariffs, battery optimization, and getting more value out of their system without constantly having to adjust settings. So next, this is something we know comes up a lot in the real world, and that's battery expansion. So we've now confirmed support for expanding EP battery systems using mixed version types, as long as they are within the same EP family size. So for example, EP5 with EP6, EP11 with EP12. This is all absolutely fine. What you can't do is mix the smaller EP5-6 range with the larger EP11-12 range. That's something that's been known for a while, but it's important to reiterate that point. One important thing to note, if you mix heated and non-heated EP batteries in the same system, the heating function will be disabled across the whole system. That doesn't affect performance in any other way. It just means no battery warming. The bottom line then, more flexibility for upgrades, fewer headaches when expanding older models. Next update, and this one's been a long time coming, inverter firmware updates are now available directly in the Fox Cloud app for supported models. That bit's important. At the moment, this is rolling out on the H1G2 and K-series inverters with more models to follow. For installers, this is going to mean less back and forth with Fox support. It'll mean quicker updates and commissioning and easier lifecycle management of systems in the field. Couple of common sense reminders though. Make sure the system is stable, connected, and not mid-operation before running an update. If you're unsure in any way, please check with us first. But overall, this is a big quality of life improvement for Fox systems. Sticking with Fox Cloud, we've also rolled out 5-second live energy flow updates for selected devices. So instead of waiting minutes, it's previously 5 minutes for those graphs to refresh. You now get near real-time feedback on generation consumption and battery behavior. So that's the main energy flow. The main data sets still come through on 5-minute intervals, but the main energy flow itself will update in near real time. So this is great for commissioning, fault finding, customer demos, and just generally understanding what the system is doing right now at this moment in time. It's firmware dependent and model dependent. So not every system will see it immediately, but where it is available, it provides a noticeably smoother experience. Finally, Fox Cloud 2.0, you may have already spotted the updated interface, so the UI has changed. Alongside this visual refresh, a lot of work's got into cleaning up how modes, schedules, and controls are handled. Some legacy settings, like the old grid charge options, have been removed and now consolidated into Mode Scheduler. Now, that should reduce confusion and avoid duplication of settings. It is different though, and for customers that are accustomed to using those legacy charge settings, for them to disappear from the app as they have done, this may cause concern. They are still available at the moment through the web browser version at foxesscloud.com. They can still access them there, but long term, the aim here is to consolidate mode settings and scheduling into one function within the app. There are step-by-step guides available on the Tech Hub, and we'll keep expanding those as Fox Cloud continues to evolve. That's pretty much it for this news update. As always, if you need more detail on any of this, the Tech Hub is your best starting point, or reach out through the usual support channels. Thanks for listening. Thanks for installing Fox, and we'll catch you on the next FoxCast news update. Thank you.